The whole world has become a narcotic heaven for the past few decades. It ain't stopping anytime soon. Many lives were lost or taken away by so many options of substance that will make a fat kid go into a candy store looking like child's play. But now, there is one twisted drug that the public never heard of, address, nor understand the danger when it comes to these two pieces of madness. A fusion that is so sweet, yet so fatal, that a taste of disaster will be their only results. I'm talking about a Pop Rocks and soda. These two diabolical combination will make so many delicious explosions inside your belly with no regrets at all. Hey, if an alien coming out of your stomach like a birthday cake is that bad, wait till you get an Oscar Rebecca surprise inside your stomach when you consume these two at the same time. So, save many lives by posting the hashtag #StopPopTheRocks. What's crackin' my Freshmingoes? This is the VHS in his house. Glad to see y'all again. And things are gonna get a little hairy in this episode. I'm not talking about the growing spread of neckbeards. I'm talking about a Sega Genesis classic that I can't wait to play. Ultra Beast! Imagine playing a game where the shapeshifters from Anamorphous series just skip anger management classes every week and wants to transmute their emotions in, let's just say, other options. You get Ultra Effin' Beast, folks. An ass-kicking, Greek-wrecking beat-em-up game that's probably more difficult than I thought. What's even more crazy is that Ultra Beast was actually released before the legendary Sonic the Hedgehog came along in 1991. So this game is one of the first Sega experiences for everyone, especially those who have the early version of that system and the Mega Drive. And it all started by this man, Makoto Uchida, one of the pioneers of the side-scrolling action games. And he always spoils us by giving us awesome gifts like the Golden Axe series. Now back in 1988, since Japan is sometimes known for raising the difficulty of the arcade machine's gameplay, being the lead developer back then, he decided to create his first project in an emerging Activision company called Ultra Beast by using a System 16 arcade board with his team. Fun fact, I found out that his inspiration of creating this game is by watching the horror classic The Howling and the music video of the hit song Thriller. Seriously, Michael Jackson is like the undercover king of games, keeping on inspiring young bloods in the gaming industry. Now once this beautiful virtual being was released for the world to see its hard mode greatness, the gamers fell in love and had their pockets completely empty. Despite how this game is so damn hard for players in the past, those machines keeps on vacuuming quarters and yens because alongside with the flashy visuals included, everyone wants to beat this game and save the princess, yet mostly failed. Makoto's vision turned into a reality, and the rest is history. Now, since this arcade game was a total success, it was later ported to other consoles like Abstract, Atari ST, Commodore 64, and Spectrum by the young Stuart Gibbard and Jeff Gammon. But the most successful one is, you guessed it, Sega Genesis. But how though? Out of all the consoles that's been converted, Sega Genesis went shoulder to shoulder to the arcade version. Well, let's see and find out. Time to unleash the wild side of Ultra Beast. So the story starts out when Zeus has risen you from the grave and give you a very important task. So this god is asking zombies for some assistance because that main character is just a walking corpse who lived with some good ass iron. He wants the player to save his daughter Athena, who is kidnapped by the evil lord of the underworld, Neph. Why Neph? Well, apparently because Haiti doesn't want to work on Tuesdays. Basically, all you gotta do is rip the enemies apart and save the fly Greek goddess Honey.
Rise from your grave
and find that wascally wabbit. Now, the gameplay is simple. You can punch by pressing A button, kick by pressing B button, and jump by pressing C button. The control panel can be used to move around and or punch lower in the precious jewels.
Easy, right? Chillax, my Freshmingoes. It haven't even reached its final form yet.
Now, as I stroll my way into the aesthetic homeland called ancient Greece, I mean, for real, I love the graphics around this game. It has a lot of like a vaporwave vibe with those statues, the graveyards, that Alex the Kid tribute. It almost felt like a damn paradise that Vectroid built. Up next, let's get at the enemies for a minute. So the Goombas of this game will be the other walking zombies coming at you. Which that's kinda screwed up because that's just creating corpse on corpse crime. But no worries, the BOOYAH is not interested of talking about it. Then we got the headless zombie who actually wants to fight, which is so freaking annoying. Come on, oh come on! Next up, we got wild dogs running at you, not giving a crap, ladder dragons, a decapitated head of a space muppet, boxing pants, and that ponytail goofball who got fired by Mr. X and now claiming himself as a unicorn. But hey, they even have that weird ass ground bird that will be in the Golden Axe series. Isn't that mental?
But let's keep it 200. We all know what's the dopest part of this game, right? The power-ups.
We Freshmingoes are not even focused on the forgettable story plot. It's the badass animalistic morphin time, man. When you punch out the two-headed wolf and you get those floating pieces of atoms called spirit balls each, you get some gains. Scott Steiner would see that as a treasure chest if you find those orbs. But after obtaining the spirit ball the third time though, something magical happens. You transform into a powerful beast in an infernal scene. The sad thing about it though is that if you can't get at least 3 spirit balls before you get to the last part of the stage, Nev won't give a crap and still want to square up with you anyways. Hey Nev, my homie, before we get our Bloodsport on, I kinda forgot my last power up before I got here and probably need to stretch my legs some more, so let me get back at you for a few seconds and I will. Too late, fool! Let's scrap up! Alright. Another cool thing about this transformation scenes is that each stage has a different animal that you can change with unique powers. In the first stage you can turn into a wolf with kung fu skills. And in the cave stage, you can turn to a lightning-breathing dragon who shocks suckers like Blanca. In the underground stage, a spinning bear. And in ice stage, a tiger who fights vertically. By the way, back to that beast transformation scene. I like that little fiery setup on there. It looks like you're morphing up for a Power Ranger battle.
Now, on the real, the difficulty of Alter Beast is so damn brawling. People are not keen at how Masato wants to ante up the complication when it comes to this gameplay.
I pretty much counted on how many times I got my ass kicked in this one. 36 times to be exact. Trust me, you will feel like the game over picture is an actual start menu. But hey, look at the bright side though. At least you're playing the console version and not the arcade machines. Or you end up wearing a barrel with straps. Another thing that is weird to me about Ultra Beast is the constant slow frame rate in each level. I mean, no big deal, but I didn't realize levels had to be so damn slow despite of me putting the foot in zombies' asses. But to be fair though, it's not as slow as me actually uploading this damn review. Hey, the struggle is real, my Freshmingoes.
Now, some folks wondering why I haven't been cooking up videos way sooner than people expected. Well, what really happened was... Whew, finally. finally get to release that video I wanted to put out for YouTube. That Ultra Beast review. Everyone wants to get that thing. Alright, so let's get this started. Finally gonna upload this thing. Alright. This video is fresh baked, processed, and ready to go. Alright. Sooner or later it's gonna be uploaded anytime right now. Yep. Anytime right now. Yep. Anytime right now. Yep. Anytime right now. Man, seriously, hurry up, man. The baby's crying. What's going on? Oh, finally! This video freaking uploaded! Jeez. Wait a second. The Douglas has made a comeback? What year is it?
Now, let's get to the big honchos, which are the stage bosses. Now first, Neff comes in, looking like Darth Sidious after a hunger strike, tries to shock you, but if you're smart, you back off and wait. When that won't work, he then challenges you by mysteriously change into your nightmares. I swear, the first boss looks like a bowl of sweet potatoes after nuking it in the microwave for 5 minutes. But he's child's play though. It's the other bosses that you have to take care of business. There's an alien, watermelon, a giant statue that melt a dragon together for some reason, and a blue flying mini dragon from Neopets. Now once I went into the last stage of the game and confronted Neff for the final time, the funniest part about this final boss is that he turned himself into an evil, dark, frightening, fighting Rhino who dressed up as Xerxes of 300?
Kind of a little letdown to me, don't you think, guys?
Matter of fact, I thought this kung fu animal should be the first one to defeat, while the first stage boss should be the last one. But hey, you get to transform into a super golden wolf. Kinda look like the same, but more punch blasts. That's pretty cool. And once you beat Neff by epic punches in the balls, you win and save Athena. Roll the credits. Okay, to wrap this up, here comes the score. Now, of course, it may not be one of the greatest games ever made, and won't hold in the same praise as much as later classic titles like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or Street of Rage. Ultra Beast is probably one of the most important games in Sega history, based on how it can give players their best first experiences that Genesis system have to offer at that time. And it actually slaps like a car salesman. Compared to the other console versions, no wonder folks like the Genesis version more because of how cool the graphics are. Almost similar to the arcade version. The action was raw, the gameplay was simple and to the point, and the beast transformation are righteous as hell. Now, of course, for many of us gamers, this game is hard as balls of steel. But I think that's one of the main points that Masato want to envision. Have a game that will be a challenge for everyone. A good and fun one at that. No matter how many times we keep on losing. And I think it actually motivated me so long that I actually beat this game, which is rad as heaven. So, I give this game 7 pizza rolls out of 10. I just wish the game is not so short, but no biggie, it still rocks regardless.
You can definitely say that developers like Masato, Stewart, and Jeff have turned a high-profile project into a legacy that got folks talking and enjoying Ultra Beast for more than 30 years later. You could say that it's a bite of success, or a chew of conquering, or a taste of victory, or whatever. All it matters is a bomb game, damn it. So that's it for today's episode. My bad for the wait, you guys. hope this video will make up for the lost time, and the other videos I will be posting later, sooner than you think. In the meantime, if you like how I flow in this virtual world, like the video, subscribe to the channel to get more updates, super kick that bell icon, and share this video and channel to you folks. Join into the ever-growing Freshmingo crew. As an OG once told me, the bigger the band, the sweeter the music. As always, stay tuned to the next episode, because nobody can finesse the BOOYAH